So I cannot really avoid it. We have to do something. We have to talk about this game. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. So, we need to talk about the Premier League because there is a difference in terms of how things are looking like. All of a sudden, we knew the day was going to come, just did not know it was going to come in this fashion. City are now really favorites to win the Premier League, and we're gonna tell you how we got ourselves here and the way Liverpool got it so absolutely wrong. And also we're gonna talk about the other games, but I'm not gonna do really fully of the full review as we'll be waiting for the Man City versus Brentford game before we come to there. But there is a lot of changes that has happened in the Premier League. Us now think they've actually done what they had to do for them to actually find themselves back into the game or back into the title race, because if they had lost this game, man, it was going to be a different game. But anyway, let's talk about the reality where we are now. So Liverpool lost by 3-1 at Anfield, at the Arsenal, at the Emirates. Arsenal, by the way, should I say that they were lucky? If that even makes sense, they were lucky with the ref calls, or should I say that Liverpool were just terrible the way we approached this game? How did I know that Liverpool were in trouble? Let me tell you the honest truth. When I looked at the lineup and I could see that we didn't have, of course, Conor Bradley, RIP, sorry, rest in peace to his father. We could not actually ask him to be there because he had to go there and try to go be with the family and stuff like that. Did not have Dominic Szoboszlai, one of the most defensive elite, while good as well attacking, one of our midfielders. He was not in the game. And lastly, and this is very important, did not have Darwin Núñez fit to start the game. In those things can, well, we can say as much as we want to say about the game, but with the way the things were like, the way things were already set up, it was like we were set up to lose in this game. It felt like as much as Liverpool were doing everything that they could, it was set up for them to lose. Now, okay, I'm hopeful. I look at Arsenal's lineup, I see that Gabriel Jesus is not there. By the way, he was the only one who was not there, because I think what Mikel Arteta did was to put Kai Havertz up forward and just introduce Jorginho alongside Odegaard and Declan Rice. But it was still the strong Arsenal that we've seen all this season, and it was a team that could actually cause chaos when you look at it, you know, from that angle, from outside and just looking in. How did we lose the game now? The first goal, it was a one-on-one attack. Alisson saved so well that shot that was kicked, but nobody was stopping the ball that actually landed at Bukayo Saka, and there was nothing that we could do, and we were 1-0 down. And I'm like, okay, we can work on this, we can fix this, let's try to do something. But it never looked like it was happening. I maybe now have to agree with Jurgen Klopp when he said that Trent Alexander-Arnold was not fully fit to play 90 minutes, because the way he was allowing Martinelli to just pass him by, the way he was allowing Martinelli to enjoy the freedom that he had from them, causing chaos. I think the whole entire attack of Arsenal came from one side. They could not use the Joe Gomez side. It only came from one side, and at the end of the day, we suffered from it. And I don't really know what to say about the game, to be honest, because when you think about how the game went on, we saw Joe Gomez got a yellow card in a situation you could say that he had to sacrifice himself. If he hadn't, that could have been another opportunity that Arsenal could have punished Liverpool to, by the way, lead by 2-0 in the first half, and he had to sacrifice himself, which makes sense, which was a yellow. I did not really get the Konate yellow card though. Even though it was a yellow card according to what other people were saying, it did not really make sense, because I felt like it was a yellow card which the referee was forced to give, in which if you could have actually looked at the situation, I don't think it should have been a yellow card, but it was given, which means that we're already in trouble. Four center backs from our time was given, where was already carrying the yellow card. Did not see so much from Cody Gakpo. He tried, but which somebody that I'm actually gonna complain and say something about in our midfield was Gravenberch. And I actually saw a comment from Twitter which somehow makes sense to me why he was not getting so much game time in Bayern Munich. He's exciting going forward. He can be so amazing doing so much going forward. But as long as he is, and I think as strong as he is, the fact that this guy cannot defend, for me, it doesn't even make any sense. The fact that we talk about how much he is a liability defending, the fact that I'm coming up here and actually questioning why we actually played him over maybe the players who were in the game. I actually thought that maybe Klopp's decision in terms of taking out the players, he was not going to take out Cody Gakpo. He was going to push Cody Gakpo to become one of the defenders, the midfielders, while he put down Nunes and try to play it that way. I think it could have been way stronger than the way he did it. I know I don't have any problem with Elliot, but putting Elliot from Gravenberch, as much as he is good and he's forceful, the kid, I enjoy it, but it just opened up Liverpool for the worst rather than to actually help the team to actually have an identity in terms of attacking the way they were supposed to get something out of the game. We started to lack. We started to feel like there were a lot of things that were missing, which were already missing in the first half, but it just became worse. Second half, by the way, we controlled the game so well until I don't know how to explain it. Should I call it one of the worst I've ever seen from both our senior players, our captain and our second vice, or the one that follows after the vice, letting the whole team down the way they did, the way the team was attacking. It did not make any sense. I did not see, it did not make sense. And also I was confused today. I have no idea, was it because of the pressure of the Emirates, or is it because the Arsenal were putting so much pressure that Liverpool got confused? But usually the goals that we clear with our heads, Liverpool were allowing them to bounce, which was causing chaos. That goal that was scored by Martinelli, Virgil van Dijk could have headed that ball elsewhere. Even they had it in another direction, he could have done better rather than to allow it to bounce in front of him, which forced Alisson to try to come out, which I know it was a worst decision I've ever seen from my goalkeeper, which caused the chaos of how the goal came in. I can't. Mark Gobridge always said this. I can't speak because if anything could ever make sense, that was one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in football from a professional team that is trying to win the league. It doesn't make sense, to be honest with you. I looked at that and I'm just wondering to myself, do we want to achieve something at the end of the game? Do we want to do something? Do we want to really get that quadruple we talk about? Because now we have lost everything. We had the upper hand, but we have lost everything. It's one of those games you want to forget very, very, very soon, but I'm really, really disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed. Arsenal 2 points now behind us. Man City gonna be 2 points behind us today with the game in hand, to be honest. So it's already looking like we are a one-legged team. We are playing with one leg up and the other one not even reaching the floor. I have no idea how this is gonna turn up, but this thing has now moved very, very far away from us. But as well, I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful that we can turn this around. I'm hopeful that we can do something about how this thing's going. Because I felt like today's performance, we played so well in Arsenal's hands. Now let's talk about the referees. That Konate red card and the fact that it happened worse than the Konate situation in the other side, and he did not even give anything on that other side, just tells you so much about how the game was. It felt like I saw Nunes getting a yellow card for throwing his hands, for being disappointed for the fact that I didn't get anything. And in my head, I'm like, is it the pressure that he's at the Emirates? The fact that Martin Odegaard was throwing his hands not only once, not even twice, but more times every single time whenever the free kick was going against Liverpool. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And Klopp complained about it. He said that, don't forget, this is the same referee who gave me a red card, and there was no any explanation why I got the red card. So there's a lot of things to happen from now on. I have no idea which direction this team is gonna go, how the league is gonna go on. But at this moment, let's face it, Man City have the upper hand. They will hurt Liverpool. They will do as much as they can to cause chaos. I'm hoping that we can get our full squad back. I'm still not convinced that Trent Alexander-Arnold is in his right headspace, even physically there to be playing. I'm hoping that Conor Bradley is back next week. I know that the kid is still mourning the father, but we need him. You could see from this game it was lacking somebody that that Konate could be, by the way, hope for, like rely on in terms of defending. Thiago Alcantara came back in the game, showed his skills, but it was already too late. I'm hoping that we can do something in the next game. I'm hoping that there could be other teams, but I hate this. Hoping that other teams plays better for us to have a chance. I hate, and I hate this. But that's where we are. That's exactly where we are. Anyway, I'm going to just talk about a little bit. Chelsea beaten by 4-2 by Wolves at their own home ground. Man, this team is really in trouble. I don't know how far this will go, but they are really in trouble. Manchester United played so well against the Hammers yesterday. They won by 3-0. Could not do something about this pre-review wise, but they're showing that they have something to prove. Luton Town going to Newcastle to St. James Park, draw 4-4. That takes so much. That takes so much. Then Aston Villa giving Sheffield a 5-goal hammering. I think Burnley and Sheffield are going back to the Championship. That's what I think now. Brighton beating Crystal Palace by 4-1. Can't wait for tomorrow when I do the full review of these games. This week has really been one of those weeks. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. I really have nothing to say, more people. As you can see, I'm really, really disappointed over the game went on. And I'm hoping that we can bounce back from this. Help me by clicking the like button, subscribing to the Connect. Let's see where we go from here. I'm just here, people. I'm just here. Poof! We're out. This is the Football Connect, the home where football shows its emotion. And you can see I'm full of it. I'm doing this game some hours later of my reviews, and I'm still hurt and angry about what I just saw. So frustrated. Hope we still recover next time. Click the like button, subscribe to Connect. We're out. Peace.